long time, the Orange Democratic Party has enjoyed immense support and popularity in various parts of the country. The Orange Party boasted of a large number of legislators, both elected and nominated in both the Senate and the National Assembly. But in the run-up to the 2022 general election, it is emerging that the Azimio la Umoja umbrella formed to propel Raila Odinga's presidency could actually threaten ODM's grip on numbers. NTV's Sydney Chazima takes a look at calculative steps the Orange Party has to take in order to keep its full shape.
The Orange Democratic Movement was the successor of a people's movement formed in the aftermath of the 2005 constitutional referendum. An internal rivalry between Raila Odinga and Kalonzo Musyoka led to a split that saw Kalonzo head the other way with ODM Kenya, with Odinga and other members taking over ODM, which had been registered by Mugambi Imanyara. After the December 2007 elections, ODM became the largest party in parliament with 99 members and went ahead to win 3 of 5 by-elections in early 2008. Fast forward to the 2017 general election, and the emergence of Jubilee Party proved quite a challenge to ODM's numbers in the legislative houses. After the election, Jubilee had 141 constituency elected leaders compared to ODM's 59. This in addition to the number of women representatives, nominated legislators and the Speaker. Jubilee had totaled 173 legislators, with ODM coming second with 73. These recent figures have suggested a downward trend in ODM's numbers in both houses, and in the lead-up to the 2022 general election, the Orange Party is now being faced with an all-new hurdle in its quest for numbers, having entered into a new political umbrella, Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance.
Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance has got so many member parties, and I think the latest count is about 26 political parties. All of them are agreed that they have one presidential candidate, Mr. Raila Odinga. But as soon as you get out of the presidential race, when you come to these other elective positions, the member parties, all of them have got very specific interest. For instance, every single party leader wants to be sure that at the end of this election, he's got the biggest bloc within Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance.
Affiliate parties in Azimio have more than once called for an open playing field after it emerged that the coalition's leadership has called for zoning of certain areas. Odinga has been seen in recent times calling for a 6-piece voting pattern, a move that has escalated tensions within the coalition party.
We need to educate the people seriously that Raila will be an Azimio candidate. And anyone talking of 6-piece is, yes, he should talk of 6-piece, but only insofar as Azimio candidates are concerned.
When Raila Odinga says 6-piece voting, there are people who interpret it to mean that it's going to be ODM from the top. Because essentially, Mr. Raila Odinga is an ODM member.
ODM has received stiff competition for seats from affiliate parties and independent candidates in Raila's traditional Nyanza stronghold. And it appears the top guns in the party are worried about the threat that competition poses to ODM.
Sasa mnataka ODM ikufe? Mnataka ODM ikufe? Kwa sababu ya chama ndogo ndogo. Mimi nataka tuchague ODM ili ODM ndiyo ikuwe chama tawala katika nchi yetu. Sasa? Lakini sisi bado tunashikilia chama cha ODM. Na nguvu ya baba kwa wenzake, kwa Uhuru Kenyatta, kwa Kalonzo Musyoka, kwa Martha Karua inaanza kutoka kwa chama cha ODM.
Some analysts are of the opinion that should ODM not get a good number of legislators, Raila Odinga might just need to go for another handshake to correct his numbers in parliament.
If he becomes the president of Kenya and he doesn't have sufficient numbers within the National Assembly and the Senate, then he may need to go for another handshake, because he has now to take decisions which are sensitive and aligned to the party members of Azimio. That is if now Azimio as a bloc gets the majority. So that when he's taking a decision, at every point in time, he has to keep on consulting these other party leaders, because the party leaders, they may be wanting to pull in 2 different directions, which are not necessarily aligned to Raila Odinga.
Going by this allusion, the upcoming general election remains a delicate balance for Raila Odinga.
So there's a very high probability that ODM numbers will reduce significantly in the coming elections.
Odinga now has to strike a balance that requires him to win the presidency and at the same time ensure his ODM party has a majority of legislators, while at the same time appeasing Azimio affiliate parties. Sydney Chazima, NTV.